Hey guys, it's your boy Wallace. Welcome back to the channel. If you don't know, I'm a recruitment coach that helps people start their staffing and recruiting agencies and help it scale to 6 or 7 figures. You can check out the website nomadrecruiters.com. I have a free training and a free ebook that you can download to help you get started with your agency. So today we're going to be talking about some tips on how to get your staffing agency off the ground. I'm getting a lot of people booking calls with me, and yes, you could book a call with me if you're looking to join the program. Click links below, but you could book a coaching call. So a lot of people are booking calls with me to talk about starting a staffing agency, and a lot of people don't even know what a recruiting agency is. And it's like, well, okay, with staffing, that's more centered around contract and temporary roles. And with recruiting, that's more centered around full-time and direct hire positions. But just starting off with your staffing agency, it's important to understand what's going to be your niche. Now, I get 1,000 calls throughout the week, and most of the calls are people contacting me about staffing agencies in the healthcare nurse space. And I try to tell people the great thing about working in the staffing recruiting industry is how many niches and areas there are. Most successful recruiters usually go for areas that are in high demand but with low competition. So there's a lot of other staffing niches out there that a lot of people are not even looking into because they just seeing so many YouTube videos talk about nursing and healthcare staffing. There's IT staffing, there's sales staffing, there's contractor staffing. There's so many other roles and so many other opportunities out there that you guys can get into, at the end of the day. So make sure you do your research when it comes to your niche. Can't stress this enough. You will need an ATS or CRM, platform, but you don't really need that until you start scaling. I don't want you wasting money. A lot of people don't understand when they get into the space, there's definitely up cost capital that you're going to have to spend on your software tools, using LinkedIn, using Indeed, using your job boards, flyers and logos for your business, creating a website. So you're definitely going to have to put upfront capital. But do you need an ATS or CRM as soon as you get started? No, because you're probably not going to have 100 or 1,000 resumes within your first week. Like you may not operate that way. So why waste money if you don't need it just that soon? If you do end up getting a platform, there are a lot of different platforms out there. I recommend Monday.com, Lever.io, HubSpot, Salesforce, and so many more that you can research or just type on Google at the end of the day to see what works for you and works for your company at the end of the day, which is extremely important. Okay. Now, location as well. A lot of people are looking at, the most popular locations, Miami, New York, Chicago, or something like that. So every time people contact me, they're constantly targeting the hottest location, and you're making it harder on yourself because you're competing with a million other recruiters. People don't even realize that there are recruiters in the UK and Australia that also does staffing in America. You're also competing with Australians and British people that are not even here competing in those hot locations. There are so many other areas of the other markets that you can target around the America area if that's where you want your niche to be versus just constantly focusing on the popular locations. So choose the right location for your staffing agency when you get it off the ground. Now, there's other ways that you can go about staffing as well. You have the payroll situation where you can get with an EOR company, so employment and record company. So you can go with that, and I teach you how to do that through my program, or you can do it yourself, which may be harder because you need the licenses, you need the insurance, and you also need to factor in that taxes is different depending on the state that you choose with your agency as well. So it's important to understand that you do your research. It's a lot more legwork as well when you try to do it yourself versus working with an EOR company to get the process done faster. Now, the EOR company pretty much essentially would do the payroll for you. They do the back office, they do background checks, they pay the employees, and then essentially they're just taking a percentage of your fee from the client and they're paying you a paycheck. So you can have a bi-weekly or monthly paycheck at the end of the day. You need to do your research on numbers in the market for your niche as well. How much are nursing or software developers, in the staffing space are making per hours? $100, $60 an hour. You need to do your research on, pricing in your market at the end of the day. So it's important to price yourself competitively, but understand what are the ongoing rates. You also need to educate yourself on the vocabulary used in staffing, PSA, EOR, preferred suppliers, so many other vocabulary words that you want to learn when you're getting your agency off the ground. So you're not unfamiliar with it when you start having these conversations with other clients. One thing I can say for everyone watching this video, you are looking in the right area. When you go look at my videos or any other recruitment coaches out there, we don't have that many views on our channel because a lot of people are not looking into the staff and recruiting space as a new side hustle. Everyone's doing like Amazon FBA, YouTube automation, e-commerce. But right now, you're in the right spot. It's the hot spot. It's a $400 billion market at the moment in the staffing space. And no matter how many recessions we get, how many recessions that come, we're constantly getting jobs and opportunities in this space as well. You're definitely going to need a website as well. Now, you could go to Fiverr or you go to Upwork, or potentially you could reach out to a small, website development team that can help you create it, or you can create it yourself as well at the end of the day. But you want to have credibility when you're getting your staffing agency off the ground as well. If you want to learn more, you can check out my free training. I do have some cool tips in there as well to get you off the ground. And you also can book a call with me if you want to speed up the process of getting your agency off the ground, depending on what steps you want to take at the end of the day. I have over 10 plus years of experience, and I actually was an agency recruiter during my time in Australia. Excuse my voice, you guys can hear it, and I'm losing a little bit, but yeah. You know, Another thing, going back to your staffing agency, you want to create a business development list to understand what type of companies you want to target and what areas you want to target, and you want to have a strategy. A good recruiter has good habits. So how do you operate throughout the day? Do you need a virtual assistant to help you scale if you're working a 9 to 5? Are you making 50 to 100 calls a day? Are you talking to candidates and clients on an instant basis? What software tools are you utilizing to get your candidates and clients numbers as well? So there are a lot of free platforms out there that I do mention the free training, but I do know about Contact Out and Lucia and Swordfish.ai. So many other platforms that you can utilize to get your agency off the ground. My name is Aijalon Wallace, one of the number one content creators on YouTube for recruitment. If you don't by now, please hit that follow button, subscribe to my channel, support your boy. If you want to see more videos like this, comment below. Let me know some topics you want me to talk about on YouTube to help you get your agency off the ground. And I want to see you win at the end of the day. I'll see you soon. Thanks again, guys.